Alexa,
No, you said
what does it mean to be neutralized as a person?
To be neutralized as a person means to have your identity, rights, and freedoms taken away. This can be done through coercion, manipulation, or violence.
Hey Alexa,
rendered.
What does it mean? What does it mean to be neutralized?
Neutralized means rendering something powerless, ineffective, or inactive.
See?
It can be used to describe both physical objects, such as weapons or toxins, and figurative concepts, such as ideas or ideologies. The term is often used in the context of military or security operations to indicate that an object or concept has been neutralized to prevent it from causing harm.
See, they got the weapon from
All right. So, Donald Trump had been shot in his ear. He's okay, but I'm trying to figure out, because the news is saying that the Secret Service neutralized the threat. Does that mean that they killed the threat? Let's listen.
And Margaret, I'm just getting an email now from CBS News contributor Richard Esposito. This says that according to multiple state, local, and federal law enforcement sources, the shooter who fired at Donald Trump was, quote, neutralized, as we have reported, by U.S. Secret Service agents. This was most likely from a counter-assault team. Multiple spectators were wounded and injured, at least one in critical condition. This is all based on initial reports, but what is happening now is we're starting to piece together what is it that exactly transpired. This is an active crime scene.
It is, and our reporters who follow every movement that the candidate makes, Jake Rosen, Olivia Rinaldi, were there. They saw it happen. They heard it. You can see from that very rough video that they dropped to the ground. And by the way, political violence is not necessarily a norm in this country, but let's put this in the context of not just the moment we're in, but what we as reporters have been preparing for, which is the expectation that in this election cycle, there very well may be political violence.
All right.
They were there. They saw it happen. They heard it. You can see from that very rough video that they dropped to the ground. And by the way, political violence is not necessarily a norm in this country, but let's put this in the context of not just the moment we're in, but what we as reporters have been preparing for, which is Jake Rosen, Olivia Rinaldi were there. They saw it happen. They heard it. You can see from that very rough video that they dropped to the ground. And by the way, political violence is not necessarily a norm in this country, but let's put this in the context of not just the moment we're in, but what we as reporters have been preparing for, which is the expectation that in this election cycle, there very well may be political violence. And our reporters do train for that now. That is something you do typically when you go overseas to cover an election, but now our reporters are doing that to cover these rallies, to cover political conventions. And so we are happy to know that those two reporters are safe, but as we're seeing from
neutralize means to kill, right? That's what I said. When you try to neutralize a person, that means you killed them. So the guy who tried to kill Donald Trump, he was neutralized.
But look, or they could have got the weapon from him. That was the threat.
No, he was neutralized. He was killed. If you try to kill an American president, that means that they're going to kill you.
Go to jail for a long time.
No, they're going to take you out because you could be a threat to the rest of the crowd.
Even if there was an intended target,
I
that
bet
there appears to have been, to have a shot like that, multiple shots at a very well-guarded stage.
Is,
there were people
go
in the
watch
area
news.
Also hit, which suggests, and if you could hear it, it didn't sound like an automatic weapon.
Okay, you see that he got shot in his ear, right? And he's bleeding all over his face, right?
Being careful.
So, and then they said they neutralized the threat. That means they killed the threat. Oh, you can't say that.
Some of our reporters on the ground.
We're just getting a new update that from our reporters, Olivia Rinaldi and Jake Rosen. I'm sure you're getting
No.
Go to jail.
Does that make any sense? That don't make any sense.
Saw a man shot in the head with brain matter on the ground.
Oh, God. And another guy got shot with brain matter on the ground.
CPR, but he did not. He's dealing with that at this moment. That's Jake Rosen. To be clear, Jake Rosen, our reporter.
You know what? If Trump survives, now he's going to win. Because now he got a wound for the United States. So if he runs for president, Now he's really gonna win because that's what it takes. You gotta get hurt or something for people to vote for you. So you know what? We might see another Trump presidency.
What's wrong with Trump?
In his view, 8 to 10 explosions.
I don't have a problem. I wouldn't vote for him, but because I'm not a Republican, and but I don't like Biden either. I don't like him either. I want to go for the independent.
A few minutes after
out of the two, neither. Neither.
And we do have that reporting that at least one person has been injured in critical condition, and it is still
and another person's in critical condition. That's crazy.
They go up, they go down. We'll learn more about hopefully President Trump's condition. We are told he is safe, but we don't have the details. Was he hit directly? Was he just
I'd rather go for the independent. Right now, we don't have good candidates for the
Harris has
presidency.
also been briefed on the incident. We know that President Biden has been briefed by members of his cabinet. Now Vice President Harris has been briefed. She was also addressing crowds today at her own rally, as was the First Lady. All of these figures out on the campaign trail as this campaign heats up.
Life ain't a game, it's a struggle every day. From the streets of Cali, we hustle, we pray. Seen the darkness, felt the pain, but still I rise in the land of the free, with dreams in my eyes. Hustling through the chaos, dodging every stride, trying to make it out where the nights is just light. Brothers falling down, but we taking a stand in this concrete jungle. Gotta be the man. West Side stories told in every verse, from the cradle to the hearse, we fight the curse. A legacy of hope through the thunder and rain. Keep my head up high in the face of the pain. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes of the past. In a world so cold, you know we moving fast. From the projects to the top, where the legends dwell. In the voice of Tupac, forever we rebel.